Hey everyone, Dratie here. On today's episode, we'll be teaching you how to start your own candle company.
I'm Katie.
And I'm Andrew, and we're husband and wife and owners of Dratie Soap and Candle Co.
Today we are talking about how to start your own candle business. So we've narrowed it down to 3 very important tips to help you get started. So just to give you a little background on how we started Dratie, about 2 years ago we were looking for Christmas gifts for our family and friends. So we decided to make soaps for them. And everyone loved them. They kept coming back to us asking for more, if they could give some to their friends. So we kind of took that idea and turned it into a business. So after a few months of selling soap, we decided to add candles into our inventory. And it was going pretty well, but shortly after we decided that we didn't know everything that there is to know about making candles. So we took everything that we learned and now we're sharing it with you guys to help you avoid some of the same mistakes that we made when we first started.
So we've narrowed it down to 3 things. So tip number 1 is do your research. When you do your research, you'll realize if you really want to start a candle making business because a lot goes into it. We used to just buy some wax, buy a jar, and then a wick, and then put it in the jar, pour the wax, throw a little bit of fragrance, and call it good.
Yep.
But what we realize is that there's way more to making a candle than just that. There's the type of wax that you have. Is it soy wax? Is it paraffin? There's all these different types of wax that work better with certain types of wicks. So you have to know what kind of wicks you have. Is it an eco wick? Is it an HTP wick? And do those wicks work well with this wax? Or does this fragrance blend well with this wax and this wick? Or is this jar too big or too small? There's so much that goes into it, and we had no idea. So what you have to do to get started is make sure you do your research. And some of the places that we did our research was on YouTube. We started following, who was it?
Stanley Handcrafted was a really good YouTube channel. And we'll link all of the ones that helped us out a lot in the description. But he had a lot of really informative videos. The Wooden Wick Co., they had a lot of really good ones. Memory Box Candle Co., she had some really good videos. We also...
Was it Candle Science?
Candle Science had lots of really educational videos. We also just Googled.
Google.
A lot of places too. There's different articles that we found online and just looking at different candle supply companies, because Candle Science on their website has lots of information for you to read. So we just kind of utilize all those different tools and learn as much as we can.
Yep.
So tip number 2 is deciding which platform you want to use to sell your candles. So there's lots of different platforms out there, whether it's your own website, using Etsy, using Amazon, selling only at farmers markets, or trying to get in little like boutiques. And each one of those platforms requires different things. So some websites like Shopify or Etsy, they both require fees. And the extra fees is something that you have to consider into all of your monthly costs with making candles. Another thing with farmers markets is some of those markets, they require you to have insurance and a business license and a certain type of canopy tent. And because you can't just show up there with a tent and say, I'm here to sell candles. So there's a lot of steps involved. So just take the time to look at all the different platforms available and which website works better for you, or see if you can handle the Etsy lister fees, or see if you want to get into doing just the farmers markets and pay that money to get a business license and the insurance. So the ones that we are using right now is our own website, and the platform we use is Shopify, which is really good for selling things online. And we also have an Etsy store, and we're also getting into farmers markets.
Yes, and one thing to note is don't get discouraged by all the hoops that you have to jump through. It's just a one-time thing. Once you get it all done, the excitement really starts to build. So don't get discouraged, stay positive, and just push towards that because it's all going to be worth it in the end. Tip number 3 is find a place to get your candle making supplies. For us, we are so blessed to live down the street from Cal Candle Supply. There are plenty other candle supply companies out there, such as Candle Science, The Wooden Wick, Lone Star Candle, who else?
Candle Science.
Candle Science. There's U.S. Candle Supply. There's so many out there. Find which one works well with you. If there's one in your area, that's even better because then you don't have to worry about paying for shipping fees. With us, Cal Candle Supply is right down the road, so we could place an order, drive up, pick it up, not even have to worry about paying for shipping.
Yeah.
So that's something that we're extremely blessed with. And just like compare prices, whoever works well, whatever shipping is cheaper, and then all that factors into your overhead. So make sure to consider that. And also don't get discouraged because it all could seem like a lot of money at first, but when you invest enough and when you get the ball rolling, it really pays off. So don't get discouraged by the prices that you see.
Yep.
Hey guys, hope this video was helpful. Just to review, the first tip was...
Do your research.
Tip number 2.
Find a platform to get the candles to your customers.
And tip number 3.
Find a place to buy your supplies.
So we hope this video was helpful. We hope that you found value from it. If you have any questions or any recommendations for videos in the future, drop them in the comment section below and we'll go over it and hopefully we'll put together a video for you based on that. Also follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram.
You'll find our handle right here. Hopefully. I figure out how to do that in post-production. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, if you want to check out our website, we are working on it right now. We're putting it all together, making it look beautiful. So that'll be coming shortly along with our Etsy shop. But until then, God bless you. We love you so much.